if we old boys can't come together and come to a resolution, it may be heading for the courts.
President of the JCOBA Association was removed from the board and prevented from attending board meetings. When I say removed from the board, I do not necessarily mean he was removed from the board, because according to the National Council on Education, the JCOBA president is still a member of the board, but he was prevented from attending board meetings because he wrote to the board chairman and asked for an apology following an event that took place at a previous board meeting. That is the genesis of all of this, and to this day that matter has not been resolved. At the heart of the issue, gentlemen, is the matter of who has the authority to remove the JCOBA rep from the board. As Kevin alluded to earlier, there have been at least 2 or 3 different reasons. It started out with a disagreement between myself and the board. Then after that, it was expanded, the accusations were expanded to a number of old boys who had run for the PTA executive. They were also banned. In the interest of keeping the business of the school going, we nominated Mr. Paul Chadwick. And then he went to one meeting and he was banned. This is ridiculous. And so since then, I'm not sure what has been happening. Just to let everyone bring up to speed with the Ministry of Education regulations, only the body that nominates the rep can decide whether or not to move that person, whether it be by vote or whether it be by the body just deciding that they want a difference in the capabilities, perhaps. But no member of the board, not even a vote of the board, can remove a member. And when we start to talk about this JCOBA versus JCOBA Limited, that, gentlemen, is the heart of what this struggle is about. If you can't get the JCOBA rep to sing the tune you want them to sing, then replace the entire JCOBA with an entity that is under your control. I'm happy that tonight we have a much bigger turnout than 2014, because you this evening, you're going to determine where we go with the JCOBA vis-a-vis the JCOBA Limited. As we start the conversation, however, it's important to remember why this is being done, gentlemen. The intent here is to create a limited liability company, transfer it to a charity, which we have no issues with, but then to have that entity be placed under the control of a select few. And that entity will be able to determine who represents us on the board.
We were very disappointed in the position that the school took. We think it was unnecessary. We think it was a bit extreme. Certainly, it doesn't bring us closer to resolving the issues, but it's important for us to have our AGM. It's important for us to bring our members together. A lot of old boys and citizens just looking on have no idea what this is about, and so we figured that the AGM was so important to clear the air and clarify some of the issues that we're having.
Can you respond to claims made by the president of the OBA that an agreement was signed to incorporate both the Old Board Association, the JCOBA Association, and the Limited?
In 2013, the then administration had registered the JCOBA as a limited liability company. That decision was presented to the AGM in 2014 for ratification, and the membership was all in favor of it. We understood the benefits to be gained by incorporating as a charitable organization, but there were some issues that we had with Mr. Williams being the sole director. And so we agreed in principle that we were going to make this change, but there were some adjustments that needed to be made. Those adjustments were never made for 8 years for various reasons. Mr. Williams may have been busy. We were certainly busy helping the school, and we didn't think it would become an issue. But suddenly it has popped up as an issue. There's now, the JCOBA Limited has been resurrected. And the real issue that we're having is we haven't seen authentic documentation to show where the membership had agreed to be subsumed by the JCOBA Limited. The key issue we have with the Limited is the idea of the sole directorship, and also we oppose the idea that the JCOBA Limited will be run by the principal. We believe that the JCOBA Association is owned and managed by the members, not the principal. The principal could be somebody else. It could be a young lady for all we know. So we have some issues with that, which seems to be the intent of the Limited, to cede control to the school and the principal. I'm really disappointed with how these men have treated us over one particular issue. Nonetheless, we are confident of having our AGM today and getting back to the business of running the association.
Final question. How you plan as an Old Boy Association to reclaim your former status?
Well, when you say former status, the JCOBA Association is still the premier alumni association in the country. Let's remember that. But in terms of our relationship with the school, if we Old Boys can't come together and come to a resolution, it may be heading for the courts.